What's up, guys? My name is Ryan Shirley, and I spent the last few summers exploring the wonderful country of Spain, and I want to show you my favorite places. So here's my Spain top 10. Spain has to be one of my all-time favorite countries. I've been to Spain 3 times now, and I just can't get enough of this country. Let's start this video off at possibly my favorite island in the world, Mallorca. When you think of a Mediterranean paradise, this is it. Mallorca is home to crystal clear water, windy roads, and some of the world's best cliff jumping spots. When I started solo traveling, this was the first place I went to, so it will forever have a special place in my heart. One of my favorite places in Mallorca is Cala Varquez. Now, to get to Cala Varquez, you can walk down this long dirt road and make it down to the beach. Now, you're going to be blown away by the beauty of this place. I mean, it literally has everything from sandy beaches to prime cliff jumping spots. The combination of white limestone, green vegetation, and crystal blue water makes for one of the most beautiful places I've ever been. Now, when I was there, I did one of the biggest cliff jumps of my life, and I gained off this massive 60-foot arch. I mean, it was so freaking terrifying, but to this day, it's one of my all-time favorite travel memories. Another cool thing I did is me and my brother, we found these underwater caves, and we swam through them. I mean, I couldn't believe how clear this water was. It's my dream playground, and I can't recommend it enough. Now, on the other side of Mallorca, you can visit the famous road to Sa Calobra. Now, coming from the US, I'm used to wide roads and highways, so this blew my mind. Roads in Europe tend to be pretty skinny, but this was by far the most crazy road I've ever drove on. It was full of hairpin turns and loops that wind down the mountain. The surrounding area is absolutely gorgeous. I mean, just had massive mountains that lead down to the sea. I believe a lot of car commercials are filmed here, and I totally understand why. I found a really cool lookout point to get a view of the road. When I was driving down it, I was just pretty terrified. There were some spots that only had enough room for one car. Now, you can take the road down to the bottom and visit Torrent de Paris. It's this awesome beach between these two cliffs. I had just a good time chilling. I was just amazed by all the sailboats that were just vibing in the bay there. When I was there, I wish I would have stayed for sunset because I hear it's just incredible on that side of the island. Anyways, I can't recommend Mallorca enough. It's just an amazing place. Alright, so after Mallorca, we're going to go ahead to the Atlantic Ocean to visit the volcanic Canary Islands. Now, located off the coast of northwestern Africa, Canary Islands are home to some of the world's most unique landscapes. You might as well call them the Hawaiian Islands of Europe because that's what they remind me of. The biggest and most populated island on the archipelago is called Tenerife. Now, it looks like the prime location to film the next Jurassic Park film. I mean, it's just so crazy out there. It's home to Mount Teide, which is a dormant volcano that is Spain's highest peak at 12,198 feet. That's freaking high. One of the craziest places in Tenerife is the cliffs of Los Gigantes. They are these massive sheer cliff walls that rise 800 meters out of the ocean. I mean, I felt like I was going to see a flying dinosaur soaring over those cliffs. You can go venture to the windy roads of the Masca Gorge, or you can explore the incredible seaside views at Playa Benhijo. I seriously just can't get over how beautiful this place is. Now, you can also head over to the nearby island of Fuerteventura. Being the second largest of the Canary Islands, Fuerteventura also offers some jaw-dropping landscapes. The Playa de Cofete is an incredible isolated beach with a backdrop of desolate mountains. One of my favorite places is the Parque Natural de Corralejo. It's home to a pristine area that has sand dunes that go right up to the ocean. I mean, just how freaking cool is that? Fuerteventura is such a unique location. Aside from Tenerife and Fuerteventura, the Canary Islands are also home to islands such as Lanzarote and Gran Canaria. Canaries are a place that I haven't visited yet, but you best believe I'm going there as soon as I can. Now, after Canaries, we're going to head back to the mainland to hike the mountains of Picos de Europa. Now, located in northern Spain lies these crazy mountains that remind me a lot of the Dolomites. This is just another place that I haven't been yet, and I just want to go so freaking bad. One of the most crazy and impressive places is Naranjo de Bones. Now, it's this massive rock tower that shoots straight out of the mountain. I mean, just so freaking epic. I mean, I can't believe it. When I just look at these videos and these pictures, I just want to go hiking there so bad. The highest point in Picos de Europa is Torre de Cerrero at an elevation of 2,650 meters. If you want to get lost in the mountains for a few days, you'll have to add Picos de Europa to your Spain travel list. Alright, so after Picos, we're gonna go visit Barcelona. It's home to incredible architecture, Mediterranean beaches, and an all-around energetic vibe. So I was filming a cruise ship and we stopped here for a day, so I decided to go explore the city. Anyways, I had such a good time just chilling up there, enjoying the views of the city that began construction over 138 years ago. And it still isn't finished. I mean, like, how freaking crazy is that? It's anticipated that construction will be finished in 2026, but who knows? After Barcelona, we're gonna head over to the nearby mountains of Montserrat. Now, it's just a quick hour train ride or drive from Barcelona, making it a perfect day trip. Now, Montserrat is really cool because it has these really unique mountains that give a view of all of Catalonia. Now, when you get there, you can go take a cable car up to the Abbey of Montserrat, which is a mountain monastery that offers some incredible views. Now, there's a ton of hiking trails that lead you to a religious relic around the mountains. Definitely do some hikes once you're up there. I mean, it's just such a unique location, and you know me, I like my rocks. This place has a bunch of them. Alright, so after Montserrat, we're gonna head down south to visit the region of Andalucia. Now, Andalucia is an autonomous community that covers pretty much all of southern Spain. Now, the capital of Andalucia is Seville. It's a very historic city where flamenco dancing was born. Now, one of the most beautiful cities in Andalusia, in my opinion, is Ronda. Now, it's about a 2-hour drive from Seville, and what I think is so cool about Ronda is this massive bridge called Puente Nuevo. It was built in the 18th century to cross El Tajo Gorge. I mean, I just can't get over the architecture of the arches. I've never seen anything like it before. Andalusia is also home to Costa del Sol, which is where a lot of Spain's best beaches and coastal cities are located, such as Malaga and Marbella. Alright, so after Andalusia, we're gonna head north to visit the nearby Alicante. Now, Alicante is a picturesque city right on the Mediterranean Ocean. Now, one of the most prominent features of Alicante is the Santa Barbara Castle. The ancient fortress overlooks the city and the Playa del Postiguet down below. Now, a cool place near Alicante is La Manga. It's this 21-kilometer long split that separates the Mediterranean Sea from the Mar Menor Lagoon. It's become a popular tourist destination lined with hotels and water attractions across the whole spit. Another interesting place near Alicante is Laguna Salada de Torrevieja, and it's this pink lake right next to the sea. The striking reddish pink color is due to algae in those salty waters. Alright, so after Alicante, we're going to take a 2-hour drive north to Valencia. Now, being Spain's third most populous city, Valencia is full of culture and history. It's located on Spain's southeastern coast. One of the most impressive attractions in Valencia is the City of Arts and Sciences. I mean, it's one of the most unique modern architectural structures that I've ever seen. Construction began in 1996 and it was inaugurated 9 years later. It was estimated that construction cost almost $1 billion, so that's pretty crazy. But anyways, you can go paddleboard on the water, or you can go watch a film in the IMAX theater there. I mean, the surrounding Science Museum Park is also a beautiful place to walk around and enjoy the beauty of Valencia. Alright, so for my last location, we're going to head over to the wild island of Ibiza. Now, while Ibiza is known for crazy nightlife and party city, it also has some of the world's best beaches and cliff jumping. Me and my brother decided to go to Ibiza for Halloween because why not? Anyways, we spent the first few days exploring the island, and honestly, I was pretty disappointed because I couldn't find any really cool cliff jump spots. But on our last day, where we had just a few hours before our plane was about to take off, and we found this secluded cove, we hiked down and made sure the water was deep enough, and we found this perfect cliff, and I threw some jumps off, and then my brother did a wild double backflip off the cliff. One of my favorite places on Ibiza is this island called Isla de Es Vedra. It's this rugged, uninhabited island that shoots over 400 meters straight out of the ocean. Now, there's a lot of myths and legends about Es Vedra, and some claim that it's the third most magnetic place in the world. I'm not sure if that's true. I just know that it's one of the most beautiful islands I've ever seen. You can rent a boat and go cruise around the island looking for some epic cliff jump spots, or just enjoy the beauty of this limestone island. Next time I'm in Ibiza, I'm going to make sure to go check out Es Vedra and see if the myths and legends are true. Whether you want to go to Ibiza for cliff jumping or just partying with Kygo, it's one of the most entertaining places to visit. Well, that is it from my Spain top 10. What one was your favorite? Let me know down in the comments below. I also started a Patreon. If you want to support the channel and also get some cool bonuses like travel guides and stock footage, consider being a patron. You can find me on TikTok and Instagram at shirley.films. It's Ryan, and we will see you later.